Hi, Countryside. It's Joe and Mike, and today is Friday, December 13th. We've got another project update. Mike, look at this.
Yes, sir.
We've got glass.
Yes, we do.
What do we got going on? There's some good milestones again this week, and
Yep, the roofers are
taking
finishing
shape.
up on top. We've been dry for a couple of weeks, but they're doing all the hips and ridges and stuff. So they got a machine out there right now. I think they're taking down the debris, and so things are looking good on that count. Stucco's pretty much done in front. We're waiting for the painters. We got a brisk morning today. It was below 50.
we did, yes.
40 something I
did.
think. So a little too cold to paint, but and the stucco guys are not here today, but they need to wrap around the north end and around a little bit to the east, and then they can paint off. And they're cleaning out the landscape beds around the entry there in anticipation of the front improvements that we're going to pitch to the board next week. So real good on the outside. You said all the windows are glazed. Maybe one or two pieces missing, but looking good there. So anticipating energizing the switchgear, I think December 20th or so.
Yeah, later this month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then now with the rooftop units all set, they can hook them up. The rough ends are there, and then we'll be ready to energize the air conditioning.
Don't move through that so quick.
Yeah.
You know, this week we had a crane on site.
Yep.
And they hoisted 20 or so rooftop units, and they're all in place. So
outstanding.
I took some update aerials today, which you all will see. You could see the units in place on the roof, and that's a big deal.
Absolutely. Well, we have to be ready for conditioning.
Yes,
as we talk.
absolutely.
So we should be ready end of the month to turn on the AC if we need it. The building with this weather it's drying out really nicely. So we're doing well. Big thing inside the metal framing. Especially the ceiling work. You can really appreciate the architect we work with. We know a feature of a lot of his club designs is a well articulated ceiling. So we're in the dining room here. There's a diagonal pattern of sheetrock beams with recessed coffers that'll have the sound panels in them. You'll see the two cathedral ceilings at the bar and the pool cafe also have the false beam work. It's all framed in. All of our walls are framed.
I can't get over the amount of detail with the metal stud framings. In all three areas. It's really, I mean, it's really impressive. You'll see on the video. It's really impressive.
Yeah, it's going to add a nice rich feel.
Never imagined there was so much detail.
Yeah, and it's not expensive because it's like edge framing. It's sheetrock, paint. And then there's some wood trim applied to some areas, some crown molding, some other moldings. But it's not like these are wooden clad beams. I mean, there's a lot more money that could have been spent. So the architect hit the mark there.
Yeah, and visually, the end product is going to look just incredible, I think.
It is, so much superior to a lay-in ceiling.
Without question.
And
we have some of these false beams in the atrium area as well, is that correct?
Yeah, the wood ceiling that's there will be painted. And they're going to frame in some false beams as well. That's a huge thing because that room is big and empty right now. And that ceiling looks a little flat. So we'll paint out that dark brown stained wood, but the beams will really add that last bit of richness to it. There's light fixtures going in. They're not hooked up, obviously, but we're ready. We have a lot of LED and low voltage can lights, so those are getting roughed in. Sprinkler crew is working to, now that we have these coffers defined, they need to put a sprinkler head in each one because of the two ceiling heights. The kitchen rough-in's looking good. There's some ductwork in. The hoods are ready to be raised up. So just coming together inside now that the outside shell is nearly weather tight. We'll do temporary doors in our openings. Because you don't want to hang doors early. They'll get damaged by the guys coming in and out. So just all around good progress on the project. We have 3.5 months to completion. Late March is on the calendar right now. We picked up a couple of weeks on the schedule with the good weather and the efforts of the crew. So the committee is very pleased with the progress of the job.
Excellent. Good. Excellent. So that's, I mean, it was a quick update, but there's a lot in that few minutes there and a lot of exciting things.
So next Thursday, we're going to meet with the board and we're going to talk about how we'd like to deploy our contingency dollars. So we have about $450,000 that we've been squirreling away throughout the project. Every time we ran over budget, we'd find some ways to pare back. And the committee's done a nice job protecting that cushion.
And I do just want to say, to be at this point in the project and have the problem of spending excess dollars is pretty unheard of and pretty commendable, you know, to you and the committee. And I know the community has mentioned that several times, and I know the board is very aware of it, but truthfully, that is just an incredible feat there, and it's such a good spot to be in. So
well, we took our medicine when we had to. You know, we hired the CM, we did budget checks at 3 points during design. Each time they said you're a little over budget or you're a lot over budget. So we sat down and said, all right, let's rein it in a little bit. The architect was under contract to design till he's on budget. So we said, erase some things, change some things, get more efficient in your floor plan. He did all of those things. So, and then, as you know, we came in over budget on our main bidding, and we did the same thing. We found areas to pare back. And that's the self-control you have to exert to get to the end of the job and have money left. You just can't let your designer run wild. You can't let your contractors throw numbers out there and see what sticks. So yeah, the committee has done the hard work over 18 months to get us to where we are.
Great spot to be in.
You bet.
So,
you bet.
Excellent. So we'll have that discussion on Thursday with the board.
Correct. Yeah, we're going to show them some ideas of the front entry. As we've talked to the community, we want to level off the front entry by raising the driveway, and that'll get rid of all the stairs and ramps and rails and the whole mess out there. Plus a nice new tiled surface, the porcelain tile that we're using outside at the bar and on our covered porch. Same tile finish.
Beautiful.
It's slip resistant, outdoor rated, so a much nicer, cleaner look as you arrive. And we're waiting on some pricing for the doors themselves, some of the trim work. So we have some other goals, but the main one is will be discussed next Thursday.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Great.
Excellent.
Does that cover it?
I think so.
Sounds good. Mike, thanks for the time.
Sure.
As always.
You bet.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
All right.
Countryside, we'll see you in a couple more weeks. Just as a reminder, these videos come out every other Friday. And they're specific to the project. So let us know if you have questions, comments, and we'll see you around the club real soon. Excellent. Thank you.